What's up YouTube, it's Boss Saiyan here, your favorite Super Saiyan on the World Wide Web. And today I want to give you just a bit of an update on what the recent PlayStation Vita physical copy releases were in the past month, past 6 weeks or so. I got two particular games for you guys that I want to showcase here because I think they're really cool, and I was much looking forward to get a copy of these games. And of course, one of them is Retro City Rampage DX. This is a game that was out actually a few years ago, and it's seen a final reprint by Vblank Entertainment. And I got really lucky that I managed to grab a copy of this bad boy because it's a really cool um, uh, old school GTA-esque like game that is quite rare to find nowadays, something like this to come out. Open world, sort of. Um, you can go on Rampage and just do things around. Really cool little game. I've not played it, but I've seen loads of videos on YouTube, people playing it, and it's definitely one of those gems that I wanted to get into my collection before we say goodbye to the Vita. Um, so what do we have here? We got 60 plus story mode missions, 40 plus arcade challenges, 50 plus vehicles, 200 plus character customization options, 25 plus weapons and power-ups, and you get this 8-bit open world style gameplay here, as you can see there on the pictures as well. I'm not going to open it because there isn't any point really. There isn't a booklet inside or anything. It's literally just by the weight of it you can tell that it's pretty much just the cartridge itself in it. And of course, the big one that everybody was waiting for, or most people who have been hyped on the last days of Vita physical releases, the big one, Shakedown Hawaii, also from Vblank Entertainment. This is basically just an upgrade on the Retro City Rampage format. This game, you do the same things, well, like, not the same things, obviously, very different missions and all that, but also upgraded visuals, so you get a much more fine type of look on the game play when you play it. And of course, again, we have an open world um, environment based on obviously the island or islands of Hawaii. I'm really looking forward to play this bad boy because again, this is a really cool one. I pre-ordered it as soon as it went available online, and I saw that it was the same as the reprint of Retro City Rampage. This one was also basically sold out a day. I'm not even sure if it was a day into the release. I think there was 4,600 copies of this. There were 3,000 copies of the Retro City Rampage. So I'm super excited to have both of these added to my collection. And in all fairness, guys, that is pretty much what I expect. Like, you know, definitely from like what we would call big releases. This is probably it from Western developers. I would think because we are very much towards the end of the physical copy cartridge numbers. Don't know if you guys know or not, but obviously if you're following this channel or you're watching this video, you probably have heard some that obviously Sony has very limited cartridge numbers, and that's only going to shrink. Obviously, limited run game still has about 10 games or so that they're looking to release, so those will probably all be pretty limited in numbers. Of course, there is a couple of games that are still in well, they just finished their final development phase and are getting into prints. Couple of games that you could pre-order back at the last end of last year. And that's pretty much all we're gonna see. So I think Shakedown Hawaii is pretty much the last big release there. So yeah, but I'm not gonna open these again. The Shakedown Hawaii just based on the weight of it. I really don't think there's much in it. except the game itself. There might be some little advertisement or maybe a 2-page just instruction guide or something like that, but I don't really think there is much in there. But definitely great games. So guys, if you haven't managed to pick these up, you can of course get them from the PlayStation Vita store. It's definitely worth the money to download them. Again, obviously I'm talking not having played them, but I've seen loads of YouTube footage um, from particularly this game, but also there's been some floating about with Shakedown Hawaii as well. So check that out if you want to get a little bit more info as to what the gameplay is like. But I think absolutely super cool games. So glad they've arrived. Great additions to my physical collection, and that's about it. Really just meant to be a quick sort of check-in this video. So I'm gonna sign out, guys. Peace out, but saying signing out. Peace, YouTube.